everybody, and welcome to NGW High Voltage. I am the camera guy, and here with me is the loudest mouth of the commentary, the Guido, and the first light in black and white himself, Scott Cross.
Wow, this is crazy to have all three of us on the show at the same time. Because usually
we have a surprise guest tonight, Scott. Everybody wanted to be involved.
I mean, everybody. I guess so. I mean, I'm just waiting for Donde. You know, I'm glad I didn't tell him about this.
And we're starting.
I thought he was going to be the surprise guest.
Oh, he thinks he is.
Benny, how's it going? Oh, we also got Dardar in the chat. You know, I got quick question for Benny starting out here tonight. Hey, Benny, how do you feel about the Heathens being the NGW Tag Team of the Year? I bet Benny's very excited. Actually, you know what? I saw something that he posted the other day where he created the Great Heathen Army in WWE 2K something or another the other day.
I seen that, and it looks really good. I mean,
that is some dedication of the Heathen's #1 fan right there.
Yes. You know, Benny is the #1 fan of the Great Heathen Army, so.
Yeah. But he's saying he feels very good about it.
Yeah, I know. I see a lot of people put in a lot of work into those creator wrestlers, and to be honest, it's, you know, some of it's, I guess, amazing. I like how the dedication.
And we have Dale Winchester in the chat saying congratulations on retirement, Scott, and good luck, my friend.
Oh, my buddy Dale. I miss Dale. It's not the same at the shows without Dale. It's definitely different without Dale not there. So
I agree.
It's gonna be not the same without you two, Scott.
Yeah, I don't really do as much though. You know,
it's already been different at NGW without you.
I heard it got cursed.
Yeah, no, Scott,
I left, and you guys got cursed. I mean, you know, and then I'm off on the podcast, and then the podcast got cursed, and you know, stuff's going on, and we had a savage counter, and crap was going on. It was just, yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm not glad I missed Forsaken, but I'm glad I missed the whole curse thing and whatever the heck, you know, was going on.
Yeah, I had to bring a truckload of salt just in case.
I bet that salt came in handy this last weekend, didn't it, Guido?
Yes, very much so.
I unfortunately wasn't able to make it to the IWA show this last weekend, you know, because of the winter storm that decided it was going to roll through. But you know what? Scott was able to make it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the convenience of living in the town of IWA. So it's not very far from my house. So
you can walk there.
I can walk there. So, but the snow, I guess, around us and missed us completely because we didn't get any snow until like Monday night, early Tuesday morning, and it wasn't very much. So
you know, there's a legend around St. Louis. You know, I'm in Mascoutah, so I'm right pretty close to St. Louis, but there's the legend about the arch actually being a weather control device. And this last weekend, I think somebody forgot to turn it off.
I think so, because it hit St. Louis and over that area directly.
Yeah, been a lot of weather this year in the St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Tornadoes and storms and all sorts of fun stuff.
I already started out with Scott's fault.
It ain't my fault, but it's
it ain't mine either.
Oh, at least she's blaming. Oh, look, man, really, man. But anyways, we had an eventful IWA show last weekend. You know.
Yeah. So what happened there?
Well, you know, it started off. Billy Ray came out with the heavyweight title. Sid Holland was unable to make it due to the weather, so Billy Ray decided to strip Sid Holland of the IWA Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
And award the heavyweight championships to Chris Thomas.
You just handed it over
to
him?
Just handed him the belt and said, "You are now the IWA Heavyweight Champion."
Okay.
Yep. So, Chris Bean, Billy Ray made Chris Bean do MC duties for the night, since that's all his duty is for the night. Since it was Team Bean versus PYT, he had to assemble his team versus PYT. So, before that, we had the Fatal 4-Way ladder match. We had a couple tag team matches. The Boy and His Monster were successful, retaining their number one contendership, defeating the Boys. And then we had a new tag team come in and challenge for the IWA Tag Team Championships for the Great Heathen Army, but the Great Heathen Army was able to retain. But we had a Fatal 4-Way match for the IWA Light Heavyweight Championship in our ladder match, and that was a match.
I'm sad I missed that.
Yeah, I mean they put. I knew they were going to bring everything to that match, and they did.
So what happened in that match? You gotta give me a rundown of that. Ladder matches always get absolutely crazy.
It was crazy there. There was a couple little out. They like to throw each other a lot, so it was just a crazy match. But towards the end, ladder set up. Jerry Morgan's getting ready to climb that ladder. Mason's out, Navi's out, TJ's out. Surprise, surprise from commentary, who's been on commentary for the first half of the show. Logan Ridge decides to get up from commentary and get involved in the match and attack Jerry Morgan, which caused Mason, he threw Mason in the ring, and Mason was able to climb and win the IWA Light Heavyweight Championship.
So that's the second time. All right, so I'm noticing a pattern.
Yep. Starting to a little bit.
Camera guy's not there. The sound guy wins the Light Heavyweight Championship in IWA.
I guess so, because I mean, or Logan was just grabbed the first person that he's seen and threw him in the ring. I don't know. I mean, it was just that. But then, the main event, of course, I went ahead and jumped over there on commentary. And I tell you what, Guido, that is crazy trying commentary. I don't know how you guys do it. I was lost during half that match.
Sometimes you just have to trust your instincts and just start yammering, because I'm not gonna lie, and like multi-man, like all multi-man matches, rumbles, survivor elimination tag match like that. Good luck. Good luck trying to, because like you're about ready to say something, and then something else is happening, and then because you're having to not only keep track of what's going on in the ring, what's going on outside the ring.
Yeah,
I mean, you're used to that, but you're not used to talking about it.
Exactly. So it's a whole different story, but yeah. Anyways, it was Team PYT versus Team Bean, and if Team Bean won, then Chris Bean got control of IWA in 2026. So there was a lot at stake. But what I'm kind of curious about, Billy Ray came out with Tobias and Marco, the NGW Tag Team Champions. No Playboy, no Virgil, no Nikki. Okay. We had a new one. New guy that represented PYT. Let me see if I pronounce his name. Nakona Canoe? He's from, I don't know. He was a new guy that Billy Ray brought in to represent PYT for that match, because it was a 5-on-5 elimination match. So,
yeah.
So, and then the fifth member of Team PYT, I mean, if you could tell by the early in the evening, his handpicked opponent, or his handpicked team member, the new IWA heavyweight champion, Chris Thomas, to take on the team of Kato, Dexter Roswell, Logan Ridge, and Marcellus Knight. But here's the kicker. Marcellus Knight's music hits. Chris Bean's in the ring. The match starts. Chris Bean gets attacked. So I'm assuming that Chris Bean took Marcellus Knight's spot in the match, because that's the way they went with it. Because so it became
okay.
But, that match was, quite a bit. It looked like the odds were against Team Bean, but in the end, due to somehow miscalculations of PYT, Chris Bean was able to win and now is in control of IWA for 2026.
So the new boss of IWA going into 2026 is Chris Bean.
Yes. Billy Ray is no longer in charge of IWA.
Oh, man. And we've got Darter saying no to that. She doesn't seem too happy about that.
Well, they didn't cheat.
It sounds like a great show to go out on for the year.
It was a great show.
Man, I'm sad that I missed it, but we'll be there next year.
Oh yeah.
Same here. This weekend I get to go out with Illinois Elite Wrestling's Violent Nights too. It's going to be crazy. We've got we've got a triple threat. We've got a heavyweight title match. We've got a tag team a tag team lumberjack match. We got a dog collar match.
Yeah, and I'm going to be down at Ignite Pro Wrestling on Saturday. We got Marcel's in the night chat saying his car was vandalized and he couldn't make it. He wonders who could have done that.
Huh.
I wonder.
No.
Quid say, I guess I need to check your email from the new boss.
I guess so, because Chris.
Oh, thank you. Saying he's glad IWA wasn't controlled by a bunch of yelling Barbie dolls.
I think a lot of people are glad that.
But before we get to our guest tonight, we do have a little bit of one of my favorite things to do. But tonight I'm actually going to let Scott take care of that.
Oh, well, I get to do it tonight?
You get to do it tonight. You got the memo, right, Scott?
Let me check my. Oh yeah, I got it. I'm good.
All right. Well, here we go.
So, cold-blooded, January 17th in Muscuda, Illinois, the new NGW heavyweight champion Ricky Cruz will defend his title against the new IWA heavyweight champion Chris Thomas.
Whoa.
And it is for the NGW championship.
So what you're telling me, Scott, is there's a chance that on January 17th, before the next IWA show, Chris Thomas could be a dual champion?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yep.
We are going to be starting the year off right, aren't we?
Yeah. That is a main event to start off the year.
I'll say.
Yeah.
The history between those two, the years those two have been in the business, it's going to be a great match between those two.
And we got Josh Summers saying, hey, guys. Chris is saying that Ricky has it hands down. Darnar just saying boo.
She's yelling boo. She's still mad over that PYT thing, I think.
Yeah.
There's no accounting for taste, I swear.
Yeah. Well, if she would have been there, she might have stopped it, but, she wasn't there, so.
As I'm
we
sure
said it was fan appreciation night, not fan involvement night.
Yeah, that's true.
As I'm sure everybody saw on Facebook, we do have a special guest for tonight, a special unannounced guest. And we've got Benny in the chat just straight up asking who's the guest. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
well, I hope so.
this seems to have been the talk of the town. I mean, even more than this last time I was here, the announcement of the final two spots for the final two awards, final two year-end awards for NGW. Crowning the men's wrestler of the year, that being Jerry Morgan, and and match of the year, Playboy versus Jerry Morgan at Forsaken.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Jerry Morgan, Did you guys know? Did you guys catch the stream last weekend of all of the match of the year contenders?
I caught most of it.
But yeah, Jerry Morgan and Playboy Double H won the match of the year.
Yeah. I mean,
Jerry
after
Morgan
watching
won
that match,
2.
you can tell.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
personally,
congratulations to Jerry Morgan and Playboy on that.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, personally, my personal favorite was the 3 stages of hell, but Playboy, holding the NGW Heavyweight Championship for so long, I as much as I personally hate to admit it, Playboy turned out banger after banger this year. But he and Jerry Morgan just went to that next level, and in all honesty, I really hope we can run that back in 2026.
Oh, I don't think Playboy and Jerry Morgan are done with each other by any means.
By no means.
All right, but anyway, on to the discussion about our guest for tonight. So,
wait, hold on. It says here, Dardar wants me to say something.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, Guido.
No, she literally wrote, "Say it, Guido." So I did say it.
You said it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but so tonight's guest is somebody who I feel is a good friend of mine. He's been around the business for 5 years so far. He was there at the very first show that I took photos at. He's probably actually taught me more than he knows about this business. And he I'm sorry, he like I said, he's a good friend, and unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond his control, he's not going to be able to be at any more NGW or IWA shows. And him and I, we a year ago tomorrow started this great adventure. Kicked off this podcast together. And tonight's going to be his last show with us. Our guest tonight is the one, the only, the first light in black and white Scott Cross. And former NGW head official, but NGW official forever in our hearts.
Oh, man, camera guy, you're breaking me. Jeez. I mean, I'm not trying to get emotional tonight, but it's just I appreciate everything you've said. It's been a fun ride with you on this, and me and you have become really good friends over the last, since you started. It's been a while since you started in this. I mean, we hit it off right off the bat, and we've become really good friends since then, and we're still gonna remain. It sucks, unfortunately, that I have to step away from wrestling for a while, but it's something I need to do. Unfortunately, with my job and everything going on, I can't be around wrestling right now. I don't have time for wrestling, and if I can't give 100% into wrestling, I don't want to be a part of it right now. Until I can commit and be there, I just need to step away for a while. So, unfortunately, yes, it is my last show on High Voltage, but I know you guys will carry on the show, and this show will do great things, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hey, you've been a great part of it for the entire time that I've known you. Chris Hansen saying, "I'll still boo you every time, Scott, but she's gonna miss you tremendously."
Yeah, unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it out to the last show because weather too. It was just one of those things that just needs to come to an end. It was fun. It's been 5 years. It's been a great 5 years. And like I said, never say never in wrestling. So I'm not saying I'll never ever come back, but you never know. But at this time, I'm not.
And we've got Phoenix Quinn, I'm sorry, saying Scott, you will be missed. You are appreciated. Got Doug O'Shea saying you will be missed. Benny Cavini saying the guest was Scott Cross. We miss you. That we do. Infamous Dardar saying this is the last time. Scott's fault.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I mean, Dardar started that whole Scott's fault thing, and we ran with it
Yep.
for a while, and that went on for a while. So yeah, it's
It's
not
gonna go
gonna
on
be.
forever, Scott.
It is. It's still gonna be my. I'm still gonna get blamed, even though I'm not there. It's
You're
still gonna
right.
be my fault.
You're probably gonna get random Scott's Fault Facebook messages for the rest of your life, man. And
Yeah.
Probably, unfortunately, yeah, probably it's gonna happen.
Oh, let's see. We've got TJ Kellis saying, "Thank you, Scott. You're a great friend, and we will miss you. See you down the road, brother."
Yes, I mean, wrestling has introduced me to some great people in this professional wrestling, and I got the privilege to meet a lot of great people and work with a lot of great people, a lot of great officials, a lot of great wrestlers, a lot of great, cameraman, commentaries. I got to work with a lot of great people, and it's been an honor to be a part of professional wrestling.
We've got the chat just blowing up here, Scott. We got Denny Howell saying, "Thank you, Scott Cross."
Yeah, Denny is one of the great fans of professional wrestling. He's always at every show, cheering on everybody. That's what we need. We need a lot of great fans because, without the fans, there would be no professional wrestling. There would be no independent wrestling. We'd have no shows.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Phoenix Quinn, you will always have a place in the NGW ring. Jason Heath, NGW sound engineer, breaking out a chant. Scott, 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 Scott.
I'm hoping I get to return to NGW one day. I'm hoping that I get to at least come back for one match. That would be my goal, hopefully.
Bay saying, "I didn't need to cry today. Thank you, Scott." Great message from Dardar saying, "Even though I boo you, I enjoy seeing you at the shows, and I enjoy giving you crap, but I will miss you so much."
Yeah, I'll miss everybody. It's just, I know it's all in fun, the whole Scott's fault thing. It's fun, getting the booze when I come out. Love it. It's just, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it. So,
I mean,
Chris is saying it will always be your fault.
It will be. It will be.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, you'll always your officiating career will always live immortally on the internet, thanks to 12squirrel.com.
Yes.
And yeah, don't remind me. And On the Road with Donde and Scott Cross.
Oh, good
yeah,
Lord.
well, maybe you'll be able to get into certain states now.
I hope so. Do I have to show my Not with Donde card to get me in? Say, he's not with me. It's not with me.
Chris is saying that it was your fault, Scott, that Morgan lost Saturday.
No, blame the Lightning Division champion, Logan Ridge, for that one.
We have Claire Castle, the Ignite Pro Wrestling Women's Division Commissioner, saying Scott Cross has been a mainstay of the wrestling industry and so many of the shows I've been a part of and at. Him not being there will be like not having a ring. You will be missed, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. I don't really think of myself as like, oh, I need to be like, I'm like this. I'm just a referee. I mean, I got to do some cool matches and I got to do some cool stuff, but it's just, it's just.
And we're starting out with a good question from Douglas O'Shea. Did you ever ref any of Douglas O'Shea's matches?
I did early on in my ref career. Probably, I think I was a year into it. Probably like 22. I think so, around then. When I was started with IEW, I started around there. I think 21 or 22. I started with IEW, and Doug was still wrestling up there at IEW. Because that was when I first met you, Guido.
Yep.
Up there at IEW.
No. I remember the first time we met. I actually filled in for Phoenix at an IWA show.
That was before IEW? Okay.
It was. I think it was before you were officiating in IEW, because I was filling in for Phoenix as a ring announcer one night at an IWA show.
Okay.
and because you had asked me what my entrance music was.
Oh, I was doing sound then. Yes.
You were doing sound at the time,
Okay.
and I believe we had this back and forth. You're like, what's your entrance music? I'm like, I'm a ring announcer. And you're like, well, yeah. It's the first one. I'm like, wait, because I was about 3 or 4 years in. I'm like, when did ring announcers get entrance music? Did I miss a memo?
I mean, Phoenix has her own theme song. You know, I think because you guys start the show, you guys need to come out to some kind of music to hype up the crowd, to get the show started, to get everybody into the matches. So I think announcers should have theme songs.
We got Phoenix saying that it was when she was on maternity leave.
Okay, yeah. So that was before IW.
And we got another question here from Scott, from Jason Heath. Question for Scott. What moment in NGW would you say is the most memorable for you?
Ooh. It's kind of hard. That I was a part of. Let's see. I mean, there's been so many great memories. I mean, are you talking matches or moments? Because matches, I got a different story.
You know what?
Moments.
Let's go with both.
Okay, for a match, I think probably one of the matches. Unfortunately wasn't a part of it. Bowtie was the official for the match, but it was our second show. I think it was our second NGW show where we crowned the first ever NGW heavyweight champion. It was Chris Cade and Marcellus Knight, and man, that was a hell of a match.
Oh yeah, I had the opportunity to call that with Halbert.
That was just, oh my gosh, they had everybody on their feet. Everybody was hanging on by the edge of their seat because it looked like you could not tell who was going to win that match because it was so close. Let's see, moment. I think when we did the Freak Parade. I mean, we've done it a couple times. Which
one?
I know there's been a couple, but every time we do the Freak Parade, those are always fun. You know, always anything with Floyd was when we did the Freak Parade. We've done it a couple times, but those are always fun.
Oh, we got a question from Marcel saying, "Who am I going to goof off in the ring with now?"
I don't know. Well, I have, somebody in training, so you'll have somebody here soon. So.
And we got a dark question from Dara. What was your favorite part about being a ref?
My favorite part. I don't know. I think it's just the adrenaline you get from being out there, just because you don't know what's going to happen next, and it's just the excitement you get from being in the ring because you tune the crowd out. You don't hear the crowd. All I focus on what's in the ring. And it's just, especially when they do a big move, and it just even surprises me, and it kind of throws me back. Whoa, holy cow. Kind of catches me off guard a little bit.
That's a good little bit of a kind of a segue into a couple things I wanted to bring up here. So you've had a lot of fun moments in the ring. You said, there's the anticipation of what might be happening, and there's always those little moments that you don't know what's going to happen. One of my favorites that I've seen you in was probably this one.
Yeah. You never know
what impromptu set of push-ups led by Ricky Cruz during the Ricky Cruz versus Dexter Roswell match.
Well, I have this feeling that I know who placed third in that contest.
I know it was me. Well, you never know when you're in the ring with the King of Chaos, Ricky Cruz. You never know with him. So
King of Chaos.
Expect the unexpected with him. Every time you think he's not going to do something, you get bullied into a by the crowd, you get bullied into doing a push-up contest. So
Well, and then there was another time. I'm gonna show the picture. I'm gonna see if you can, if you remember this moment. I hope you do. Ready?
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That. Whew. The Brothers of Funstruction.
Yep.
I tell you what, these guys have been all over the world and they've been everywhere. And I got the honor to be an official for their match. And when they brought out that box, I didn't know what was in that box. They kept pulling everything out. And then when you think the box is empty, they pull more stuff out. And it's just, you never know. You just sit back and hope. But when he pulled that little tiny horn out, I'm just like, oh, that's not going to do nothing. And then it was the loudest noise I've ever heard. It threw me into the corner. I was so loud.
Just reminds me of that one part in the mask where he's got the little horn that says "Squeeze me gently."
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was, because I looked at that horn and goes, oh, that ain't going to do nothing. And then it made the loudest noise ever. And I was like, okay, I can't hear anything now.
Well, there was another fun moment of that match for me, and that was what I like to call breakdancing Scott.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, the old saying, you can't beat them, join them. So they were doing it. So they won't. I felt left out. Everybody else was doing it. The match, I was the only person in the match wasn't doing it. So I decided to do it.
We got Jason. He's saying, I've seen a couple of those times your expression after a mighty chop happened on a wrestler. Your face of pain has said it all.
Oh, yeah.
You're close enough to feel that.
Oh, I can feel them. And it hurts. Some of those moves, I just like, oh my gosh. I can't with some of them.
Oh. And so you mentioned this a little bit when we had a Mason the Sound Guy on the program, but you actually got your start as the OG sound guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wasn't the OG sound guy. I was filling in for a guy that had other obligations, so they needed a sound guy. So right opportunity, I guess, right time, needed a sound guy. I stepped up and said, hey, what do you need me to do? Showed me, and I did it for almost a year for IWA. But I was still officiating. I was still officiating once a month. I was going up there to WPW in Collinsville on Sundays. So I was still reffing once a month. But like I said, when, the promoter needs you to do something, it helps out when you can help out and get it something. I had fun doing sound. Actually, I had a lot of fun doing sound for that year that I was doing it. And then Mason gets to be sound guy, and all of a sudden he gets to be a wrestler and gets to be in the Rumble and gets a t-shirt, and everybody likes him, and I do it for 10 months and nobody even knows who I am. Not a little better about that at all.
That's not true, Scott. Everybody knows who you are.
Well, everybody knows who I am. It is my fault. Yeah, it is my fault. Now it'll be Guido's fault now. It's got to be Guido's fault.
Oh, it's already been my fault. But I'm leaning into it. I think you're pretty Guido's fault T-shirts.
Yeah,
it's so much Guido's fault. We have the Guido rule in NGW now.
I know exactly. That's what I said. It's more his fault than mine, because I don't have a rule in anybody's contract saying I can't have pictures with Guido. So.
But I mean, the thing is, I think a lot of people don't understand that. I said, actually, a lot of us have started our wrestling careers in the manner that you're talking about. We're just that something like something's needed to be filled at a show.
That's how mine got started. I literally showed up at IWA when they had their first show in Mount Vernon in 2020, and I showed up and helped set up the ring. I said, well, help set up the ring, and did bell. And then I started, looking into training. And I was like, you know what? Would get me on a show faster, and decided to be a referee, and didn't know it was going to last this long. I mean, it's crazy that it's been 5 years.
I mean, and mine is, and my spot was, this actually YouTube show to spot at a convention to promoter calling me to do. Mine was all over the place, but but I think a lot of people are like a lot of it get into like for a lot of us on the indie scene is someone puts up says, hey, I need a sound, can somebody run my sound, or can somebody be a camera, run camera run our floor cam, or can somebody do this or that, it on, I mean, because it takes a lot. Yeah, exactly. Phoenix on here. It's it's just because you never really know, and but then we, because like it was like Jimmy Hart started out as a disc jockey, and then got put into Memphis. Actually Lawler too. He was a disc jockey in a. I think it was actually he was. I think he like he had to go. The studio was in West Memphis, and he had to like canoe across this small part of the Mississippi River between Memphis and West Memphis. One time he did it, and he didn't realize there was a cottonmouth on the boat with him. But that's how he met Fabulous Jackie Fargo and got his start. And then
we got a good question for you from Dardar here, Scott. If you didn't become a ref, would you want to be either a wrestler or a sound guy again?
Honestly, I was training to be a manager. That's what I wanted to do. I was training to do. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to ref. That was not really on my deck of cards. But opportunity came, and I seen an opportunity, and I seen the timeline of what it would take to be a manager and establish a character and all that stuff like that. And I said, this will get me on a show faster. And I said, well, let me try this and see if I like it. And, kind of liked it.
And you're good at it.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I try to be as best I can, It just
look. Oh, go ahead, Scott.
It's just, I learned a lot from a lot of great people. It wasn't, like I said, when I first started, I learned from a lot of veterans and a lot of other officials, and so many people helping me along the way that I'm still learning today. You never stop learning. So, it's just a lot of experience, but it's been a great time,
I mean, there was a period of what was it, Scott? 3 or 4 months straight that both of us were booked.
I think I had
every weekend.
I think I had 28 weeks in a row. I had a show every single weekend.
Man.
I think it was like my record was like 28 weeks or something like that, where I had a show every single weekend for 28 weeks. I was booked. So it was very busy for a lot of that. So
now, did you ever get out of Illinois and doing your reffing?
No. I wanted to. There was a couple over in Indiana that I was interested in. I just couldn't give them any dates, and I didn't want to just come over there for like one show. They wanted a more of a commitment, and I couldn't really give them a commitment. So I was already booked anyways. Like usually the first weekend of the month, the last weekend of the month, and usually I had the second or third weekend every month I was booked. So I only had maybe 1 week in a month. So I couldn't really explore a lot outside. And a lot of times I didn't want to do like a one-off. I enjoyed that one-off that I had for like 8 weeks. This is my first weekend off I had in 8 weeks. I'm like, I'm going to enjoy this weekend, not take a booking. And then I end up on a show.
Yeah. I know how that goes.
That's the way it works, where you're like, I'll take this weekend off. Then you're like, no, I'm not going to sit at home. I'm going to go work a show.
Yep.
Or you to a show that you're not even planning on. You come up to watch the show, not even working for a company, and then all of a sudden you're reffing 95% of the show.
I've been in both of those situations.
That's happened in Mount Vernon. We had a Lucha Libre show, and I just was up there just to watch the show. Wasn't going to ref. Always had my, always have your gear with you. I had my gear in my car, but I wasn't even planning on doing anything. I was going to was gonna hang out, watch the show, and the referee couldn't make it, so I ended up refereeing 5 of the 6 matches. So, I guess you got to take whatever you can get.
Yeah, 'cause
TJ Kell
remember-
saying I was there a couple times when Scott was training. First time I ever seen someone train with his glasses on.
Well,
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
Well, he refs with his glasses on.
Well, you don't want to be the blind ref,
Yeah.
But
There are some people who would say that he is, but I
Yeah.
disagree. I've seen the difference in your reffing with glasses versus without glasses.
Yeah.
yeah,
I can't see nothing without my glasses. They literally can do it. They literally can cheat right in front of me, and I would not be able to see it. And a couple times they have done that. They have took my glasses off, cheated, and then put my glasses back on. So
I don't think I was there for any of those. I'd remember that, I think.
that was,
Yeah.
I think that was like IEW. Early
yeah.
on.
I remember.
We got Jason Heath saying WPW did have a blind ref from time to time.
Yeah. I
And
remember
TJ
being
Kell
that.
saying you were doing rolls and bumps with glasses on and they never fell off.
Yeah.
That is impressive. I agree. I
That
agree
is
with you,
very
Jim.
impressive.
I mean, you can't take a bump with your glasses on, Alex.
I mean, yeah, I have, but
That's how I got trained. I had to train with my glasses on.
One very important thing that I've learned is you shouldn't take a bump wearing a leather belt.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a question? In all seriousness, did you guys ever do sports when you were in high school or anything?
Yeah.
I played sports when I was in like junior high.
Okay, because I was wondering because if I when I played football, I had to wear my glasses, but I couldn't wear my glasses when I wrestled, and so I'm like, I don't know how you can wrestle with your glasses on.
I mean, it just takes pure talent, I guess. I mean,
No, I think I know the secret. Double-sided Scotch tape.
damn it. Thought nobody knew.
He just
And you gotta
taped
get
them on
you gotta get the good kind. You can't get the cheap kind.
Oh,
I don't know. Wrestling, high school wrestling got kind of dirty. So I'm just saying. That's probably why I didn't.
That is true.
Plus, it's hard to get the glasses around the headgear, and it's
The glasses are the headgear.
no, they're separate headgear.
We got Chris saying he is blind. Look at the thickness of those lenses. Should have used Trivex material. It would have thinned those bad boys.
He
They're not
did.
even-
That's the sad part.
They're not even that thick. I mean, they're like maybe like I say like 1.5 inches.
1.5.
You-
Jiminy
you-
Christmas, dude.
You could rebottle a bottom of a Coke bottle with that.
You can
I've
see
done
the
it.
future with those things.
I've done it multiple times. That's how people everybody that they need me to read something. They just say, "Here, read this," and I'll just sit there and hold it up and go, "That's what it says."
That's the way it's
So
living
what
in
do you
life,
think
dude.
is the funnest moment that you've had in the ring, Scott?
Oh gosh, there's so many. I don't know, because I mean I've got to do a lot of fun stuff. I'm trying to think of like one fun stuff. I don't know. I can't really think of like one fun thing. I mean, I've got to be a lot of some cool stuff and some cool matches. So it's hard to just narrow it down to just one. Because I don't think I can just have one match. That
Any that stand out at all? Like at least like a top couple?
There's a couple. There was okay. So one of my top matches that I remember that I last year's Survivor Series. It was the winner take all. It was the Great Heathen Army and Maddie versus the O'Neills, Chris Cutler,
Chris
and
Cutler.
Lexi Green. It was for the IWA Tag Team Championships, the IWA Women's Championship, and the IWA Light Heavyweight Championship. And
Yeah,
I thought I was going to watch that match. And unfortunately, due to the weather, Bowtie couldn't make it. And I went from watching it to officiating. And that was probably one of my funnest matches, if I can pinpoint one match. Because it was just, there was so much on the line. It was just a lot of stuff going on in the match. And it was just, the crowd was just behind it 100%. It was so much fun to do.
that was a good one. Yeah.
And then there's a second one. It would be Pretty Boy Floyd and Dexter Roswell for the IWA Light Heavyweight Championship. Dexter Roswell, this is when I first started in the wrestling business, like when I first started years ago. Dexter Roswell was kind of a heel persona. He was he was cheating a lot. He was not really playing by the rules, and then he chased Pretty Boy Floyd for a year for this title, and finally he got the match with Pretty Boy Floyd 1-on-1, and finally won the title from Pretty Boy Floyd. So it was a great match. It was a year-long feud between them, and Dexter at the end finally got his title back that he was chasing for a whole year. And I got to be a part of that whole year ride with Dexter and Floyd. So that was kind of fun.
Long-term stories are always the best, man.
Yes, especially when it goes on for a whole year and you get the final match. And it was an awesome match.
So, Scott, I hate, but I don't hate to do this to you. Because, you are our guest tonight.
Yep.
And you know what happens with our guests, right?
Unfortunately, I mean, we've been doing this for a year, so I know what happens. I know what happens to the guest.
Yeah, you know as well as anybody that our guest always winds up playing a game that we like to call shock therapy.
It's so weird being able to actually play this, because normally I just sit back
and first time playing it.
Well, that would never really count. That was when I was bullied by PYT, and it wasn't shock therapy. It was PYT's version of shock therapy, where every answer was PYT. Stupid. Yeah. And one of the questions I couldn't even believe PYT was even in the run-ins for. It was like, who's the greatest faction in wrestling? They had DX, the NWO, the Four Horsemen, and for some reason PYT was in there.
Oh, come on. It was the Shield and we know it. So, but
Nah. It's the new blood back in WCW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the new blood with like 5 guys that have been in the business over 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
But Scott, everybody knows you, NGW's formal head referee, have 5 years in the business. Multiple times over last year, I've asked you references to the referee rule book.
Wait, there's a rule book?
There's a rule book.
It's somewhere around here. I don't know where I put it.
So you know what, Scott?
I'm gonna have to dust it off.
We're gonna prove all the haters wrong. We're gonna ask you questions about the referee's rule book.
Okay.
And tonight, Scott, you're gonna be playing for Krista Hansen.
Okay. I have to win, otherwise she'll hurt me.
You have to win.
I'm scared of her, so yeah.
All right.
I have faith in you, Scott. You got this.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, Scott. Your first question Historically, why do referees wear black and white stripes? Is it A, so the wrestlers can spot them easily in the ring? B, because they used to referee prison dodgeball? C, it was the only shirt on sale that day? Or D, every promotion is trying to get an Oreo sponsorship?
Okay, first of all, I want an Oreo sponsorship. How do you get that? So I don't care about the promotion. I want to know how to get that. But anyways, I've never played prison dodgeball, and I don't ever want to play prison dodgeball. I think I'm good on that, but I think the answer would be A.
So the answer is A, so wrestlers can spot them easily in the ring. And you are correct.
See, and I had always thought that the reason they wore was to kind of blend in, so as not to take away from the wrestlers.
Well,
I don't think you blend in very well, but I mean, like, you could always like wear one of the construction worker high vis vest, then they'd really see you, especially under the lights.
yeah, definitely. Especially on some of those matches where there's like 12 people, you got to have one of those orange things with traffic. Like, hey, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm in the middle of the chaos. I'm right here. I'm still alive. There was one tag team match that we had where I watched the video back, and it was like a fatal 4-way tag team match. It was like, I think it was like 8 or 10 people in the match or whatever. There was 4 or 5 teams. It was something like that. But anyways, I got so close about 9 times to get taken out by somebody diving in to break up a pinfall. I watched the video back, and I don't know how many times I literally got inches away from getting taken out.
All right, you ready for your second question, Scott?
Yep.
All right, your second question. What is the actual job of a wrestling referee during a match? Is it A, to enforce rules and ensure wrestler safety? B, to practice advanced interpretive dance? C, to count pens, but only if the moon is in retrograde? Or D, to secretly decide who gets the Cheesecake Factory gift cards?
I want that. I want the Cheesecake Factory gift cards, but no, it's not that.
We'll see what we can come up with in the budget for you.
Exactly. I mean, counting pins only at the moon? That's crazy. Okay. Well, obviously, it's to enforce the rules and to make sure the wrestlers stay safe. So A.
Go with A, to enforce rules and ensure wrestler safety. And you are correct, Scott. Enforce all the rules.
Yeah. Well, if they want to listen. Sometimes they don't want to listen. PYT.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or creative tactics.
Are meant to be broken.
Yeah. Alex likes to call creative tactics.
Yep, they are creative tactics. Because they are creative and they're tactical.
Yeah, they work.
But you did get 2 right, so you have won that signed poster for Krista. But we still got one more question in the tank, Scott. I want to see if you can go 3 for 3.
Let's do it.
All right. Your third question. What's the traditional count a referee uses when a wrestler is pinned? Is it A, 1, 2, 3, B, 5, 6, 7, because math is hard, C, 7, 11, like the convenience store, or D, 1, 2, squirrel?
This is tricky because I do have a website and this contradicts with it. So I know what I want to say, and I know what everybody wants me to say. And I know, well, they'll just have to go to my website if they want to say that. But the correct answer is obviously A.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Now that I'm 5 years in, I'm kind of getting good at that now.
You're positive it is 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
You
positive.
don't want to change your answer.
Okay. Oh,
Don't give in to the peer pressure, Scott. Stick with your guns, man.
I know what everybody wants you to say. You know what? Since it's my last show, it's my last time I'll be on here. It's my last time as an official. I will give in to peer pressure and go with D.
So, Scott is saying that the actual count a referee needs to use is D. 1, 2, squirrel.
If this is right, I'm going to be.
It's right!
I was right the whole time. See? I
Oh
was
my
right
God.
the whole time, and everybody told me I was wrong.
Up is down, left is right, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
It's been a lie the whole time. Can't believe it.
So from now on, everybody needs to be aware that the count is 1, 2, squirrel.
I mean, I thought it was 1, 2, 3 the whole time. Everybody's, I'm doing it wrong the whole time.
We've all been doing it wrong. The nuns lied to me.
I know. Everybody lied to me. 1, 2, squirrel. I didn't know. I thought it was 1, 2, 3. Jeez. Wrong the entire time. 5 years is a lie.
Right up there with the cake, man.
Exactly.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, congratulations, Scott. You got all 3, man.
Whew. That last one, I thought I had that one. I was like, oh, well, no, maybe it's not. I was like, there's no way it's not. I'll get it wrong. I was like, well, at least I won the poster. I'll get the third one wrong. And then it turned out to be freaking right. So.
Which means, Chris Hansen, congratulations. You have won a signed NGW poster that you can pick up at NGW Cold Blooded next month at the Lou Civic Center in glorious Mascoutah, Illinois. Where the heck did that?
Why don't you do voiceover work, Guido?
I've been trying actually to get into it, but
Well, I think we got our new voiceover for New Genesis Wrestling.
And there, of course, Scott's official home on the internet, 12squirrel.com.
Yep. Make sure everybody go visit that site.
Scott, I mean, highest rated referee website on the internet.
Exactly.
Oh, and check it out.
look at him.
Scott, you got Kristen a birthday present.
Oh, there you go.
Next NGW show's on her birthday.
Yep.
We'll be sure to let Phoenix know.
Yep, exactly. And make sure she sings happy birthday to her since I won't be there, unfortunately.
You gotta remind me, don't you, Scott?
Yeah, I know. It will, here pretty soon, you'll get a new referee and be like, who? Oh, that was Scott. I remember him. He was cool.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Yeah, we may get a new ref. We might get someone we might like a bit more, but they're probably not going to be as witty, as good looking, as easily distracted. I mean,
Exactly, easy distracted. Yeah. What was that? What? Oh, sorry. I thought I heard something.
I mean, I guess I can finally send you that drive of all the photos I've been saving now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Of all the moments that Scott's butt ruined a picture.
Well, there's been a lot of them. There's been quite a few. At some point, sometimes I get bored in there, so I come up with a game and say, let's see how many shots I can block of the camera guy. And then I'll slide right when he's taking the picture, and I can hear him just snapping it. And I can hear him sigh underneath his breath because I just slid and took out like 8 pictures. I'm like, well, sorry.
There's one time, I swear, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but I think you did. Because there was one time somebody went for count for a pin, and you slid and you looked me dead in the eyes as you were blocking the shot and went 1.
It's doing better blocking than the Chiefs' offensive line.
I think so. I think I remember that. Because I was like, I'm gonna get the shot. You're not.
So yeah, that was so now I know whenever camera guy was saying son of a
Exactly. I mean, but I mean, I'm not like these wrestlers out here knocking cameras out of your knocking cameras out of you. I haven't knocked a camera out of your hand though. I came close times.
No, you never kicked me. You've never ran into me.
I know there's been a couple times where it got close, but
one time, do you remember? Because you were there for the first Rumble I photographed at IWA.
Yeah.
And you grabbed and pulled me back so I wouldn't get like plowed over by somebody.
Yeah, I think you were, because I was watching you, because I think that was one of your first times up there. Or it was like, well, I think it was because of the Rumble, because there was so many people in the Rumble.
Yeah,
I think
it was the first time I'd ever photographed a Rumble.
Because there was like 40 or 50 people in that Rumble. There was like 36, I think it was, we had total in that Rumble. It was just bodies everywhere. And I seen, and I was like, oh crap, he's going to get hit. He's going to get hit if he don't move. And I just so happened to see that. I was like, oh man. Because there was multiple eliminations at one time. It was crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, you have taught me a lot over the years. I mean, you bestowed the wisdom upon me of in a Rumble, stick to the corners.
Yeah. Try to.
You bestowed the wisdom upon me of in a tag team match, stay away from the tag corners.
Yeah. Because you never know in certain matches, because you never know what you're going to get. Especially with certain individuals in that ring. Like Savage, who tried to throw me at the last IWA show.
Really?
So he threw the boys into the boys. Then he threw shrapnel into the boys. And he decided, hey, I'm going to throw one more person. So he come towards me, and I had to remind him that you can't throw the referee. Luckily, he took his focus off of me, and I saved myself getting thrown. So,
well, Savage is very good at being the dude that beats dudes with other dudes. So it's
I know exactly, and I was at the right spot at the right time, and he was going to throw me, and I was like, no, we're not doing that, no.
So, Scott, I do have to ask you this: 5 years, reffed a whole lot of matches. What was the worst time you ever got hit?
The worst time I ever got hit? That would be by Playboy Double H. I got hit with a steel chair in the back by Playboy Double H. I don't know if you were. It was between Ricky Cruz and Playboy Double H. I got smashed in the corner. I started regaining consciousness, started getting up. Playboy decided to come in the ring, grab a chair, and hit me in the back with it and lay me out.
Oh. Matt, you've gotten laid out a lot of times by PYT over the years. One time they laid you out and took your shirt off.
Yeah. That's happened actually a couple times.
Really?
Where people have stolen my referee shirt. It's happened, I think, twice now. So.
Man. That's just bad luck right there.
I guess so. I mean,
we have Dardar saying, farewell, Scott. Have a great retirement, and she hopes you come back one day.
I'm hoping to come back. I mean, I still might be popping in here and there in IWA shows since it is in my town, but I mean, I'm hoping to eventually come back to NGW one day because, I mean, to be a part of NGW for since day one, from the very first show, first match, first show, and I've been there, the entire time, and it's just it's awesome to be a part of a company, especially like I was only a couple of years into my career, and for a referee to start off at a brand new promotion like that, it's kind of a big deal. To start off with a brand new promotion, you're the first referee, you're the first official, for the first official match, and got to watch this company grow from, when we went up to Collinsville, the very first show, and then we went second and third show, we went up to Effingham area, when we went up to Mason, Watson, and then trying to find a home and found the Lou. I mean, great town, great building. I mean, NGW has found their home in Mascoutah at the Lou Civic Center, and it's just I'm just so happy to be a part of this company, this podcast, getting to do some great things. For somebody who didn't think I was actually going to get into the business, let alone to travel outside of IWA. I thought, because when I first started, I was like, oh, this referee here at IWA won't do anything else. And then to travel and to get to go to different companies and get to go all over Southern Illinois, it's been fun.
Yeah, Chris Hansen is saying that you'll always be my favorite dork of a ref.
Yeah. I'll miss them. I'll miss them booing me every time.
Jason Heath, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Jason's really trying to get that thank you, Scott chant going.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Jason, I mean, I got to work with him. I worked with him early on my career, WPW, worked with him with sound, and got to work with him in NGW. Get to work with some great people. Like I said, I got to work with some great people. A lot of people behind the scenes that don't get the credit that they deserve for the work that they do at these wrestling shows. All the hard work that they do. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not gonna miss setting up and tear. I'm not gonna miss setting up and tear on the ring. I do that every day at work, pretty much, lifting stuff all day long.
That's the fun part, though.
I know. I do that all day long, lifting those heavy tires. So,
But I really can't thank you enough for the knowledge that you've bestowed upon me, the guidance that you've given to me these last few years, and I'm absolutely, truly going to miss you. And I really hope to see you in the ring wearing that striped shirt again.
I hope so. I hope I get to come back one day. I mean, I'm like I said, not saying I'll never ever come back, but right now the circumstances with my job and everything going on, I just don't have time to commit to anything right now. I don't have any free time. When you work weekends, you got to sleep, and then you got to be at work, and it's unfortunately not going to work out right now at this time. But I might come back into wrestling, but I don't think I'll probably come back as a referee again if I do.
Well, the Rumble at IWA is going to be coming up here.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but that's still ways away. But
so, all right. So, Scott, I'm gonna ask you this: if you do come back, and you do get in the ring, and you get an entrance song, what's it gonna be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What's the music that everybody just needs to keep a listen out for to know that this is Scott's return?
I don't know. That's a good question. That is a good question.
You haven't thought about it, Scott?
The only one I can think of is the one by Culture Club. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? No, you're not going to do that. No.
Oh my God.
That's the one that comes to mind.
Now, is it the original Culture Club or Alexis Arquette's version in The Wedding Singer?
No, the original Culture Club.
See, that would be mine. I was thinking, we got Jason Nee going taking notes here.
Don't take notes. Don't take notes. Don't write that down. Don't get that song. I was just joking.
Now, I'm going to ask the camera guy. Is yours Jay Giles Band's freeze frame?
No.
It's not?
Mine would be Last Chance by Harold's Last Chance. Which, shout out to that small, absolutely one-man band. Honestly, if you haven't listened to him, check him out on YouTube. Harold's Last Chance. He needs more of a following. He really does. We have Denny Howell saying, "Keep it a surprise, Scott."
Yeah.
See, I was gonna go with. I was thinking you'd pick AC/DC's Back in Black.
Yeah, but it'd be back in black and white.
So what you're saying is Jason will need to like make a special cut
Yes.
of that song.
So it has to say
I'm back in black and
white.
white.
Yeah.
Just a monotone and white.
Exactly, because it had to be a custom.
And what?
And then that way we wouldn't get flagged for copyright because it wouldn't be there.
It's a remix.
It's a remix.
Yes.
But we have Donde sing the white part.
The 1-2 squirrel mix.
The 1-2 squirrel mix.
Oh, Bo's got a good one. Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah. Oh man.
I want to know what everybody else thinks. This is the best line of question I think we've ever had.
I know.
Exactly.
Scott Cross's entrance music. This also should be a poll on the NGW Facebook page.
Oh my gosh. Don't give them
When
any
Scott
ideas.
Cross comes back, what should his entrance song be?
Don't give anybody any ideas. We don't need another poll up there on the NGW page.
We always need more polls.
I'm not gonna lie. My money was on Pink Pony Club because that seems to be everybody else's. So.
Oh man.
But Scott, it's been a wonderful 3 years working with you, man.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And on top of that, it's been an amazing year working with you on High Voltage.
Yes. I mean, it was like 6 months before we actually launched this.
Yeah.
We were actually talking about doing this podcast, and then kind of got on the back burner and things kind of got away. And then we kind of just like, hey, let's do this. And then it kind of went quick. Like within a few weeks, we had it up and running. We were running, and it's been fun. We got to do a lot of good things on this podcast. And now we're getting to not only promote NGW and IWA, which is always we do. We always have. Now we're bringing on people from Ignite. We're bringing on people from MMWA, Midwest Throwdown, different companies that help, get people to introduce into different wrestlers, because that's what it's all about. That's what this podcast is all about. It's about getting eyes on the product and getting different views from people that don't know NGW or don't know MMWA, or anybody can say, oh, I want to go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been fun.
Phoenix
it's
was
been
a
a
good
lot
one.
of fun.
Phoenix says you'd come after Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. Oh man. I still think the Culture Club. That'd be mine. Don't hurt me. Don't make me cry.
I would pop so hard for that, Scott.
Yeah.
Behind Blue Eyes?
Ooh.
I do have blue eyes, so it works.
No one knows what it's like.
I mean, it would be crazy to come up with an actual theme song to come out to, but yeah, maybe back in the day I could have, but that day is long done, unfortunately.
Oh, you know what they say in wrestling, don't you, Scott?
I know they say never, but the chances of me putting on the stripes again, probably not going to happen.
Well, Scott, never say never.
I know, but as of right now, there's no chance right now. So, but yeah, never say never.
So I mean, we've heard a lot, of people saying, it's not goodbye, it's just see you later.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, but if I do come back, I don't think I'm going to come back as an official, though. Maybe in some form, but I don't think I'll kind of come back as an official. I think my days as a referee is done. Honestly, I had fun
Well,
doing it, but I think my days as an official are officially done. So
well, here's to the next NGW heavyweight champion, Scott Cross.
yeah, the shortest reigning NGW heavyweight champion, Scott Cross. I will have a shorter reign than TJ Kellis.
Oh, why you gotta call him out like that, man?
I will have a shorter reign, and I will put TJ Kellis's reign to shame. I will not even have it for not even a second.
Because I think that'll probably be around the time I have the right to fight contract.
As soon as they hit 3, they're counting 3 for the pinfall. So it would be that quick.
Oh, Denny Howell with a good one for you, Scott. How about I'm back and better than ever?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
Eric Bischoff's old theme.
that
Yeah.
was Bischoff's. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be a
Oh,
good one.
I'm not gonna lie. I
But
don't think he
But that
actually.
would actually officially mean that I'm back, and I'm not going to be back. So it's got to be like I'm here, and then I'm never going to come back.
but yeah, I want to thank you so much for the last few years, Scott.
I appreciate it. I mean, it's been. I mean, me and you, we've got a pretty good friendship over the last couple of years. We've got to know each other quite a bit because it seemed like every single weekend we were seeing each other. I seen you more on the weekends than anything because like everywhere I'd go, you were there. I'm like, oh, I already know Alex is gonna be there, and as soon as I get there, you'd be there. I'm like, yep, I'll see you next weekend. I'll see you next weekend. So it's like every weekend we got to see each other. So it's been fun. We got to travel around different places, and it's been a good time. I'm glad I got to do it though.
We got Chris is saying, just train me and I'll take your spot, Scott. We need a female ref.
We do need a female ref.
We know of a training school, Ignite Pro Wrestling.
Exactly.
They train refs.
We do need a female ref. We do have a women's division in NGW. We would love, that would be awesome to have a female referee for the women's division in NGW. I think that would be good.
You know what, Krista? If you're at Ignite this weekend, talk to Dexter. He runs the Ignite training program.
Yes, because I would love to see a female referee for the women's matches at NGW. And not only NGW, everywhere there's a female, everywhere there's a women's match, have a female referee.
Yeah. But Scott, as we're getting ready to sign off here tonight, you know what? It's your last show. I'm going to give you the last word, Scott.
Well, I just want to say thank you to, every fan that's came up to me. I'm not doing it for the fans. I'm just doing it for the have fun and, get to do it for helping everybody out. But thanks to everybody that let me be a part of their match, let me be a part of their show, promoters, referees. Thank you for letting me live this crazy dream that I didn't think that I wanted. But it's been a fun 5 years, and I'm going to miss it. I'm going to look back on my career and feel proud that I got to do a lot of cool things, and I'm just happy that I get to do it.
We want to thank our sponsor, Scott.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about this. Keep thinking about that. Yeah. Well, yes, we want to thank our sponsors. Nick's Home Decor. We have Bi-State Pest Control, Bi-State Termite and Pest Control. Needful Things Boutique in Muscuda. Ringside Buffet, wonderful food. Oh man, anytime you're in Mount Vernon or anywhere near Mount Vernon, if you're traveling through, stop by the Ringside Buffet. Great food. And ATS Collectibles, which, you know, I only got to see them, but one of the NGW shows that last one I was at. But man, I'm glad that I did not bring a lot of money because I would go broke at that table because they had a lot of good stuff there. But
Agreed.
All right. Well, so long, farewell, Scott. I'm
Yep.
sure we'll be seeing you around.
Oh yeah, you never know. I might pop up here and there, but you know, like I said, I'll still be around IWA here and there. I might get bored one night before I go into work and might pop up there to the IWA show and see what everybody's doing. But I'm gonna miss everybody. But hopefully one day I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, seeing you here every week, but I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll tune in. You know, every once in a while, drop in the comments.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Tell Guido you'd be doing a better job.
if I'm available on Thursday, you know, I always try to listen after. It's sometimes if I can't listen live, sometimes I'll lift after, but I always try to tune in and see who we have on, who you guys have the guest on, and you know. But I wish you guys the best of luck on this show. I know you guys are going to do wonderful things with this show. You know, it's been a fun part to be a part of this from the beginning, but I know this show will carry on and hopefully grows even bigger than what I think it can grow. So,
Thanks again for all the memories, Scott.
thank you guys.
And
Yep. Take care. We'll catch you
see
down the road.
everybody. Yep. And we will see everybody here next week, same time, but unfortunately without the first light in black and white, Scott Cross.
Yep.
Happy trails to you, buddy.
Thank you guys.